What's up, guys? I'm gonna be explaining my assault rifle build. There's two ways you can play with it. Okay, I haven't seen anyone running this yet. Okay, but let's start with the specialization. Why am I using sharpshooter? Because of the headshot damage. Okay, but I could use survivalist for the 5% increase assault rifle damage, but I rather have 25% headshot damage. Okay, that's just how I built it. For the weapon, I'm using a M4, a police M4, but I highly recommend a P416. I just got this one, I still haven't rolled this yet, and I recommend with Allegro. So Optimist and Allegro, that's what I recommend. And for the mods, I'm using stability, 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 and 10 rounds, but you can use accuracy, accuracy, accuracy as well. I prefer stability here. For the second, you can either use Blabbermouth, but I'm using the sniper rifle because since we're doing weapon damage and headshot damage, the sniper rifle I'm doing about 270, 280 to 270 to 80,000 damage to a player, okay, which is pretty much a one shot. So I'm using a sniper with ranger. And for the third weapon, it doesn't really matter the weapon, all it matters is this stop, drop, and roll, okay. For the build itself, I recommend the mask. I recommend E-Haul, okay, for the weapon handling because there are people that like can't hold the recoil, so I recommend E-Haul. For the chest, Fenris. For the holster, iRowdy. For the backpack, I recommend Providence. For the gloves, I recommend iRowdy, and for the knee pads, Gilla. And I'll get to each one in a second. The mask, I recommend E-Haul, and already explained why, because of the weapon handling. Some people cannot handle the recoil of the weapons, so I recommend that. But what you want on the mask is skill power. Health and kill can help you a little bit here, and you definitely want to be above 7 blues and 3 or less reds. Okay, I recommend 3 reds, but the skill power is also very good here. And for the talent, I recommend either skill haste or skill power. For the chest, and the only thing my build is not working, as you can see here, the talent's not active here, is because I deleted the chest that I had. It has to have bonus armor, it has to have just one of these, okay? As you can see, I have 4, I can only have 3. So I have 2 here, I can only have one of these. I recommend the third one being skill power. Choose either weapon damage or headshot damage. I would go for weapon damage, and either way you'll be good, okay? But bonus armor, one of these, and skill power. And there's two ways you can play with this build. Either you have to see your play style and how you play, okay? I'm a very aggressive player. I like to play and be on people's faces, so I'm using Berserk because every 10% armor that we lose, we gain 10% damage, okay? This is very risky, but it's high risk, high reward as well, okay? And harden, obviously, we need armor. For the holster, why I recommend iRowdy? Because you have a really high roll here on the attributes, and I recommend skill power. But I don't have one yet. And if you get one, try to get one with the talent, and I would recommend either precise or the weapon damage one that I forgot the name. Backpack, I recommend Providence for the skill power, but remember, we can only have 3 reds. So we have one on the chest, we have one on the backpack, and we have one on the gloves, okay? So I'd recommend here either weapon damage or headshot damage, bonus armor that we have to have, and probably skill power if you can get it, it's good. But the most important are the talents, safeguard and harden again. For the gloves, I recommend iRowdy. And why? Because you can get a really high roll here on the damage, and you want to go for assault rifle damage and not health like I have here. So I recommend a iRowdy with assault rifle and this talent compensated. 15% damage when the crit chance is below 20. We're doing weapon damage and headshot damage. There's no crit chance. So that talent is always active. And for the knee pads, I recommend Gilla because we need the total armor, okay? and we have 2 defensive mod slots, which can add more armor to the build. And obviously you can have a high roll bonus armor attribute, and I recommend either patience or cloaked. I recommend more patience because cloaked, when we lose our whole armor, it's not really a good thing, okay, in this build. This is not like the SMG build. So I really recommend patience. Remember, I did the build with what I had. You can do it your own way. Hope you guys like it. And by the way, I'm running Cam Launcher and Booster Hive. Hope you guys like it, and see you on the next one.